Swim. Alrighty. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome. My name is Kerry. For those of you guys that have been here before, what the fuck are you guys doing back here again? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I hope we've got the sound thing sorted out. So it seems to be a bit of a pattern. A pattern seems to be forming. All right. So it looks like hold up. Yeah, we got sound now, right? So it looks like every second live stream I do, first one's fine with the sound, and it looks like every time I go for the second stream, the sound fucks out. So this has been happening past 2 days. So don't know if this is a YouTubey thing. It can't just be my phone, man. Like it's got to be a YouTubey thing. It's the only thing that my sound doesn't work on. So thank you, DR. You know, DR, I don't know if you checked your emails today, man, but like, you know that email that you sent me a few weeks back? Dude, I did not even notice that there was a voice, like, thing attached to it. I only listened to that, like, last night. That was so funny. I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, I didn't even listen to it. And then it's funny because, like, you know, in my mind, right, like from your energies, I decide, you know, in my mind what I think you guys might look like, right? And so then, like, you know, when you get a bit of like somebody's voice or a detail or something, you're like, oh, okay, this changes the picture a little bit. Your voice, the sound of your voice changed the picture in my head slightly. Not a lot. It just changed your hair color. And I don't even know what your hair color is, dude. I don't even know, but it's one way. It was one way in my head. Now it's another way because of your voice. Fucking classic. All right, guys. We are going to be doing some personal minis. Oh, let's just. All right. I gotta quickly do something though because this. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't even know how the fuck you attach that to that. Like, you couldn't work out how the fuck to record on Instagram, but you worked out how to attach a freaking voice note to an email. I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. And then somehow it played in my Spotify, and I'm like, what the fuck? I got DR playing on my Spotify right now. This is bizarre. It was a bit weird. It was fucking weird. All right, let me get the title up because right now it just says nothing. We are doing live. Oh, it's got to be all caps, baby. All caps, baby. No cap, no cap. Live mini personals. All right, guys. So if you would like to get on the list, pop your name. Just put your yes, I would like a reading. So I can grab the list, get the list down and get that moving. Probably about an hour we will be here. You're in a crazy mood, Nathan? Mate. Mate. This is open to subscribers only. Right, no fucking freeloaders up in here, right? Guys, for some of you guys who were in that last live stream, feel free to donate whatever you would like to the channel, or not at all. Just remember though, you know, look, and I never ask, but like reciprocal, you know, putting reciprocal energy out in the collective is obviously something you'll get back. So just remember, shit. Probably there's probably certain people you don't just want to just take from constantly, especially if you're finding value out of what they're giving you, right? How are you, Amber? Thank you, beautiful. Mystical, how are you? Have you finally had some good sleep, some good rest? I was exhausted for you. Still got this coffee going, don't I? Yeah, I do. Absolutely, dear. Like, yeah, like I got like a whole nother level of depth of your energy. Like, and it just gave me more like visually, like, you know, to visualize, right? It was just, yeah, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Definitely, like your tone, your accent, like definitely you know, inherent to where you're from, like where you're living, right? Not bad, Mystical. Well, that's good. I know, but you still got so much more to catch up on. So do I. I didn't sleep so great last night either. To be honest, I don't know whether it's excitement or anxiety, to be honest, about all the different work things that I've got going on at the moment. Like, there's been a lot going on. Well, you know, some of you guys know what I'm working on at the moment. So, website's like pretty close to being like done, ready for me to just like tweak a couple of things and then launch. So I'm pretty fucking stoked with that. What readings are you trying to do today? I don't know what I'm trying to do today, Nathan. We're doing whatever. We're doing whatevs, buddy. Whatever spirit guides me towards. But yeah, if you guys want to jump on the list, speak now or forever hold your peace. Speak now, forever hold your peace. But yeah, it must be a like YouTube glitch thing that every time I do a second live stream that it fucks out, right? I know, it's so exciting, Brandy. Like, it's just, there's so much that goes into, like, there's so much. It's not like building a website on Shopify. This is like, you know, I have to manage. This is my website that I have to manage. So there's a lot to kind of go in there. I had to do all like the privacy policies, return policies, terms and conditions and shit, you know, about me stuff, the product listings, the categories, all that sort of stuff. I've still got like photography to go, and there's a fucking lot. So, but I'm excited about it as well. So finally, after all the years that I've wanted to do it, it's finally happening. So you would like a reading? What would you like your reading on, beautiful? If anybody else would, just let me know down below. And then, yeah, once that's done, like, there's just, the list goes on, man. Like, I reckon, though, the way I'm tracking, I'm probably going to need to expand my 2026 goals list. I reckon I'm going to smash out what I've got, the projects I've got on that list within at least the first 4 to 6 months of this year. I'm going to need bigger challenges. Thank you, beautiful. I mean, like, that's the thing, like, future goals and future vision, like, it's all just, you know, it's all an elevation. There's, like, there'll be a constant, like, increase of shit that I'm doing. So until I get to the end goal, the big dream, right? The big dream's one that I don't share with many people. Very few people know what my ultimate end game big goal is with my gifts and talents and how I want to utilize them. But, yeah. My distinctive accent. See, sometimes I feel like when I speak very proper, or I say words like almost like I'm from the UK, and then other times I'm like somewhere from out in the ghettos here in South Australia. You want to know what your younger self had in store for you now, as you both combine in one. Baby, your younger self probably just wanted to freaking run around in your nudies, right? Just causing fucking havoc, Nathan. We can have a look at your little you. You know, I often connect with my little me. My little me usually wants cereal for dinner or ice cream for dinner or something ridiculous like that. Waiting for your whatever you want me to read for you, Brandy. All right, so Nathan, you want a conversation with your little you. With your little you. All right. Little you. We're going to call him Little Nate. Going to call him Little Nate. We've nicknamed him. Little Nate. The little you. All right, Brandy, whenever you're ready, babes, just let me know what you want yours about. I might just jump into Nathan's just to keep the flow here going. All right, little Nate. What does little Nate want big Nathan to know? Ow. Snap out of it, right? snap out of it, Nathan. Little Nate wants you to snap out of it. All right. So I know little Nate wants to have some fun, right? Wants to be like open-hearted and free and all these things. But we got Big Nathan being a little bit closed off. Okay. Big Nathan doesn't want to adhere to little Nate's desires of just, wildly running free and having this open heart and just being playful and, not worrying about, if something bad goes wrong. Okay. Well, Three of Pentacles. Little Nate wants to work with Big Nathan, right? Quite closely. Okay. Want to work well together. Want to work well together. What does little Nate want to tell you, Big Nate? What does little Nate want to tell you, Big Nathan? Well, there might be still some nurturing of, there might still be some nurturing of that inner child with the Empress and the Six of Cups, Nathan. There might still be some inner child or some inner child healing that you might need to do. Maybe if it's not healing, it might just be like development, like inner child development, right? So there could be parts of you as a child that maybe didn't get the opportunity to develop or wasn't allowed to. Okay. So little Nate, Nathan would like you to confidently work your way towards like wish fulfillment, right? Feeling fulfilled, because at the moment it's like whatever's going on, it's not enough for little Nate. Okay, little Nate's not feeling satisfied, right? Okay, and waiting for Big Nathan to take the lead here, right? To confidently take the lead here. Yeah, definitely with the Star in reverse here, and the Death card straight under that, Nathan. So there could be some healing here that still needs to take place in order to, integrate those two, right? So, I don't know, Big Nathan, maybe pop little Nate on the back of a bike here, right, with the Knight of Cups and, try to work together, like move forward together like that, right? So, yeah, you're going to have to go within here. Right, again, Ace of Cups here, love on oneself, bit of self-love in order to have, the success and victory that you're looking for, okay, or that little Nate's looking for. What is little Nate looking for here? He's like, I just want to be the boss, right? He just doesn't want you to be afraid, right? It's like let go of any fears here and, step into your power, okay? Take some sort of action here to step into your power, which is going to lead you to some celebrations, right? So don't fight it. I don't know why. I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. I don't know why that's coming up. What the fuck? But yeah, it's like stop fighting. Stop fighting those, I want to say as well, stop fighting any playful urges that you might have too, Nathan, right? So, okay, it's like, some things here you're gonna have to like kind of work out, right? But take some time out to, with the Four of Swords, maybe even start writing some stuff down as well. So maybe some journaling could potentially help. It's like Big Nathan's just protecting his peace, whereas little Nate wants to, ride a unicycle and fucking juggle, wants to have some sort of complication here in life, right? At the moment, Nathan's like, little Nate's like, there's nowhere to go. Like, we're not going anywhere. All right. So I think maybe little Nate wants to kind of go somewhere, but there could be, I don't know, Big Nathan could have some heartbreak. Maybe that's what needs to heal. Right. But little Nate's like, oh, come on, dude, with the Four of Cups in reverse. Like, really? Can't you see shit from where I'm sitting? Right. Like right down here. So yeah, it could be some sort of, it could be some suppressing some stuff as well here. But, look, if you balance whatever that is out, right, then you're definitely going to have some sort of growth here for sure. For sure. Little you does have the bigger needs, absolutely. Little you was the one that still dreamed, right? That still didn't have the limitations of self-imposed prisons, the hurt, the struggles, the reality of being an adult, right? It's still a dreamer. It's still playful. It's still, is excited for life. So if you can utilize that and harness that, then that would probably help Big Nathan too. All right. All right, Brandy, special messages for you on how you should move over these next 3 months. In style, baby, move in style. Hello, mister. Of course, he's back. Cat on a placemat, right down. Look at him. Just, cat on a placemat right in front of us. Okay, Bubba, can we just... How do you get an Australian girlfriend? Well, if you don't live in Australia, that's probably the first start. I don't know if there's like a mail order Australian brides list or anything like that. Love this belly. Love this belly. Come over here though, please. You go sit there. Yeah, there you go, Bubba. Good boy. Okay, get your bum off the cards. Thank you, darling. Hello, sweet boy. Be a cat. That's they could get an Australian girlfriend by being a cat. I know, you're so timid. I know, you just want to come back over, don't you? He's like, I just want to be near my mum. I just want to be near my mum. I love you, Bubba. I know. We can have cuddles after, I promise, okay? Promise. Can we just... All right, I'll work around you, baby. I'll work around you, okay? Don't you worry. Typical male, all right? All right, Brandy, let's have a look. How does Spirit want you to move? Quietly. Mail order. Yeah, I don't know if any Aussie women are going to fit in an envelope or a parcel post box. All right, I'm going to get you some of these. Just thanks, Kat. Got no room to shuffle and whatever, but we'll just shuffle to the side over here, shall we? Off to the side. All right, what have we got here for you, Brandy? All right, so we've got direction coming out. We're going to get a bit, and then we'll put the message together. Neptune, quietly though, secretly. Okay, secretly. Oh, he's slightly shifted. I have a little bit more placemat. Thank you, darling. Thank you, baby. I love you. Do you know how much I love you so much? Love you. I'm not going to say that out loud, Brandy. I might message you that bit on Instagram. All right. So, Spirit are saying not only just quietly, right, but keep moving towards like what it is that you're desiring, obviously, like keep moving into the direction towards what it is that you desire with consistency. All right, so try to maintain some sort of consistent momentum here as well. There could be something though as well within the next 3 to 6 months that they're wanting you to focus on letting go of, right? So surrender and forgiveness. So could be some energies that you're needing to just like let go and forgive, right? Forgive, not forget. Maybe it's forgiving yourself more so for the choices that you made. That's going to help to bring more joy in, all right? Lighten the energy as well, all right? So these cards are so hard to read, right? Even with lighting, but I can't even see that, man. Yeah, joy, pure happiness, right? So listen to your intuition. Keep listening to your intuition, right, in order to make progress. Like, so just, it's, again, consistency. Keep the focus on the goals that you're working towards. Release anything that you're holding on to still at the moment, all right, and try and get into a higher vibe, all right? They need you to also maintain like balance and stay grounded, right? But yeah, there's definitely something here though that you need to release. Got a lot of nudity on these cards. Definitely here something that you need to like let go of and release, right? It's like something that can't come with you beyond a certain point, or may potentially you know, impact the way that you go about certain things if you're still holding on to certain situations or shit that's happened in the past. Right. Also, Brandy, you didn't, did you, yeah, so the earth sign, yeah, that one, like you probably need to like, whatever's happened there, just let it go, right? It's like, been there, done that, whatever. I don't know, was it what earth sign was it? I know you had an earth sign in your energy at some point, but go also back and listen to the Sag Divine Feminine fire signs read that we just did earlier as well, because we did that earlier. There are blessings coming, right? Oh, interesting. Spirit's like, yeah, keep that Taurus card, right? Second house. So there could be financial blessings that are coming your way. There are some unforeseen things up ahead. Be patient, right? With Spirit saying be patient, they are obviously Virgos, right? So with be patient. These are good unforeseen things that are happening, all right? So otherwise Spirit wouldn't tell you to be, you don't want to be patient for unpredictable, unforeseen, shitty changes, right? But there's things that are coming. So I don't know, yeah, Spirit's protecting you. All right, Spirit's protecting you. So I don't know if something's been like in the works or unfolding since like Christmas time, like the energy, like something's kind of unfolding, right? But it was like that was the sort of starting point, like the end of December was the starting point of something. Okay, hustle and motivate, right? Shiny bright, motivate. So yeah, there could be something here as well. Shiny, bright, moldavite, right? So there could be some changes that you're going through. Are you right, mate? It's a cat. Just, you know, just walking all over. Mate, he's walking all over me. Do you want to turn around too? Because I know you don't want your bum facing me, do you? Surely. Surely you don't want to show me your bum. You probably do because you're a cheeky boy. Come this way, baby. Turn around. This way. Good boy. There we go. See, we just flip it. Flip it. So yeah, there could be some huge shifts that take place over the next 3 to 6. But Spirit saying stay motivated, keep hustling. Okay, you're almost there, baby. Almost there. Almost at something good. So yeah, I keep saying like don't stop thinking about the past or stop going back into this and that and blah blah. Just stop, right? Unless it comes up for some reason, don't spend time thinking about it, right? You got better things to spend your time thinking about, right? With Vic here, I'm going to say you got a victory coming up, girl. You got a victory coming up. So yeah, angels are around you, protecting you, right? Right, you already know like the truths about the past stuff and all that shit, right? It's not, don't let it take up any of your brain space from here on out. Stay focused, stay consistent, stay grounded, stay balanced, right? And make sure you're staying high vibing, all right, beautiful? You love kitty cats? I can't understand. He's licking my flower again on my leg, my flower tattoo again. Man, this is the most action I've had all year. Dude, I'm telling you, the flowers don't come off. They have no flavor, see? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Keeping my toes, keeping my thigh clean, you know. All right, who else is jumping on the list? Hey, Banana, how you doing? How you doing? Well, I don't even know why the fuck I said that like that. Whoa. All right, guys, if you're in here, please don't forget to double tap your screen, right? Don't cost you a fucking thing except for like a touch of energy to just, right, double tap that bitch. Show some appreciation. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, well, you're not going to be able to ask a question, right? I mean, shit, that's the least you could do, right? You want some shit, give something, right? Give something. Doug is crazy. He is. Sam, how are you? It has been a fucking long, it's been a long fucking time. It's been more than a hot minute. It's been like a hot 5 minutes. It's been a hot 5. What do I see for you on the next few months? Well, my imagination could run pretty wild, Sam, so I could probably see and visualize a whole bunch of things. But let's have a little look-see. Let's have a little look-see. I want a different deck. You know what? Let's go. I haven't used it in a while. Let's just, the good old Doodle Tarot. The good old Doodle, baby, can you just, all right, there. This side, okay? You can't take up the whole placemat. I know. It's all about Smokey. It's all about the Smokey cat. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. No complaints up in here. And if I do, well, then, you know, you guys, I don't hold back on my complaints, do I? I very much voice, you know, any complaints that I might have. I gotta, like, move this, right? Because now the cat's like, I gotta move over because the cat. And I want another one. I'm telling you, I got my heart set on a little black female now. So, little girlfriend for Smokey. Of course, Nathan, were you not around when I said that thing about dogs? The difference between like dogs and cats. Oh, all right, let's have a look, Sam. What's going on for you for the next few months? Well, that's good. I'm glad it always comes up when you need it. Fucking hate to fucking come up when you don't need it. I can be unbearable sometimes. Oh, was it? Nice. Yeah, this is the cat I technically bought for my daughter for Christmas. Although she's only, obviously I only have her, you know, we have her on a 50-50 split with her dad, so he's with me full time, with her half the time, but he always comes into my room to sleep, so usually like right on me. He needs to sleep on me. You're trying to rotate again? Come here, baby. This is because you keep doing it the wrong way. It's because when you try to get on here, it's already just a slither, right? We're gonna need a bigger chair. It's all good. I'm gonna start looking for the biggest chair to fit you, me, and your girlfriend. Does that sound good? All right. All right, Sam. Next few months. This is not an invitation because I'm shuffling for you to nibble on my elbow and use it as a fucking teething tool. Again, guys, if you would like to get a read, just put your name down or just put yes that you would like one. And when you can, please put your question in. Ah, I just said don't. That's not an invitation to bite my elbow. Don't make me kick you out. No. Vicious creature. What is that, Sam? I don't know if this is gonna be like you or something that you have to deal with over the next few months, but we've got the Wheel of Fortune's coming out, so there is some sort of change that's happening here. Whether it's a good change or a bad change, well, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse, right? So I don't know if I don't know whether you're just like you're not feeling like you've got, I don't know, you're not, it could be that, yeah, you're not feeling like courageous at some point over the next 3 months to do something. I don't know what this is, right? But it's like, I don't know, you could be in a position where you might be a little bit of a pushover here, right? Something could make you a little bit, or get you a little bit upset, right? Something could upset you. It's something not, I want to say like something not so great may come up, but there's a but, right? But you do have what it takes, okay? You do have what it takes to navigate through. You've got all the tools, all the skills necessary to navigate through whatever this is. Okay, so yeah, it just looks like something could potentially be a little bit with the Lovers in reverse, like something's a little bit one-sided, disharmony here, out of balance here. So I don't know, you could be giving into something or giving into somebody. King of Wands in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like you just you might not feel like you've got, again, courage, confidence, something to work through something. All right. So just be aware of that. Okay. So I don't know. This could have to do with something that's going on in and around your household, right? This could come up around Aries season, Sam, right? So there's going to be something that you need to cleanse out of your space, out of your house, or potentially a person that you might need to cleanse out of your space, out of your house, right? Is at times too like deja vu, same type deal, but someone different. So I don't know whether maybe you've been through a situation like this potentially with either a situation or a person before, right? But it's this could be a bit of a test maybe that's coming up for you to see how you navigate through it, okay? See how you navigate through it, right? See how you work it out, see how you work through it, work it out, all right? So you're going to need to be strategic and, again, to maneuver through whatever this energy is in order to stay on the right path. But, yeah, I get that it's, I feel that it's a bit of a test moment coming up for you, Sam, all right? So just, again, whatever this energy is where it's like something wants to push the boundaries, or something could feel like it's going to try and like push its boundaries with you, or like overpower you, or try to like dominate in the energy. And you're gonna potentially maybe see yourself kind of like, you know, allow yourself to be overridden in some sort of way. You're gonna have to like catch yourself right in that moment, and again, like muster up the courage and the confidence to like take charge of whatever it is, and again, not just give into a certain situation because it's going to feel out of balance, right? It's going to feel something will start to feel one-sided for you. All right, that's what I got for you, Sam. Hope that's hopefully that prepares you for whatever that is. I mean, it might, again, you know, when we talk about it like this, it might sound like it's really big. It could be something like really, really small, but either way, it's going to be something that's a bit testing. Okay, so I don't know whether this could be around like home, family, like your friendship group, something of that nature. Like it'll be something around that nature. So you might feel quite strongly about something, but then, you know, just kind of go, oh, like, oh, it's all right, we'll go with whatever you want, kind of thing, right? So don't be a pushover. Do not be a pushover. All right, let me go into the list here. Oh, like you want me to do when I get the other one? If I'm like, if when I get the other one, to do a little short, like a short what, like a short, like as in a shorts video of them playing together. Is that what you're talking about? Ah, okay, cool. Well, yeah, don't back down then, Sam. That's the one thing, right? Spirit Lab, don't back down. You're gonna have to like muster up that confidence to really like take charge of it, and try and like build yourself up into feeling like you're the boss, right? You the boss. Like Rick Ross, you're the boss. You're the motherfucking boss. All right, who else would like to grab a reading? Still open for a little bit longer, about another 15, 20-ish, and then I'm going to bounce. What was that? Nothing exciting. Okay. Some insight on the isolation period. You're welcome, Sam. You are welcome. The thing is, Brandy, like on this journey, right? Like, okay, I mean, you've been around other channels, surely, right? And you've seen the way certain things operate, the way readings are done, the way people are, that sort of thing. Let's say it like this, it's lonely at the top, right? So the more and more you elevate, the lonelier and lonelier it becomes, because the majority of the population are still walking around ignorant, unhealed, unwilling to heal, unwilling to change, not really dedicated to themselves, their growth, their spirituality, right? So unless you start finding activities and places where your energy resonates, then, well, this is the only space that we kind of have each other, right? So you're not the only one who's isolated, babe. You're not the only one. I mean, show of hands, how many of you guys can resonate with that, right? So it's there's no real deep insight that the spirit can give other than that basic element, right? Is that the minority, right? It's like being a part of a minority that's spread across the whole fucking globe, right? Again, unless you go to some sort of spiritual events, anything to do with wellness, shit like that, then that's the only real way to connect with people other than the online space, which is how, most of us are connecting, I mean, I mean, look, my state, we've got a massive spiritual community. It's a massive active spiritual community. There's, events on constantly. Like this year, I've got one event every month this year, right? Like every month of this year, I've got one event out in the general population, right? But that's only because my state, like everyone's very dedicated to creating that atmosphere here and making that kind of impact. Like there's a few people that are sort of really driven to make Adelaide a something that people from other places in the world know about as being a strong spiritual community. It's kind of like how here in Australia, like there's a place called Byron Bay, and Byron Bay is kind of, where everybody who, wants to be able to grow fruit and fucking pick it and eat it without, being fined by the council or, locked up or some shit kind of go. And, they're very natural focused and very earthy based, a little bit on the hippie side, whatever you want to call them, right? But they've got that little community there. So, obviously if people want to be in and around those kind of people, like they will go to places like that. So that's the only way you're going to not be isolated, unfortunately, is by finding different events and places that hold spiritual events or hold different events where you can start meeting. Potentially you might find as well groups on Facebook, online group. I don't know. It's not. Spirit can't give you an answer, man, because Spirit haven't designated a place. Because if there was a place, then we don't know where it was to go, right? But it's like, it's something that we also have to create, right? That's about, like I said, as much spiritual insight as the divine really can give us. But the journey to elevation and healing is often lonely, man. I mean, shit. I had to cut out my best friend of 26 years. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, other than Paul, who's spiritually on my level, that's it. Like, I don't have anyone that is within close proximity or close enough proximity that I can just be like, hey, what up? Do you want to, come over and have coffee or come chill out or whatever? Well, you know what, DR, that's pretty much what we're trying to make it, right? Like the spiritual heart of the country. Like we've got a spiritual directory here that has, all of the different service providers, or a lot of the different service providers here in my state, what they do. There's like a whole website dedicated to being able to search up those modalities and those services. So we've also got like massive Facebook groups as well that run. So negative. Pretty sure I'm not allowed. Man, it would be pretty difficult for me to get a visa to get into the US anyway. And casino, I don't know. I'd rather just take a risk on my ideas than than to gamble. Although I am a pretty good poker player. I fucking beat the kids all the time in our poker games. No, I am pretty good at. Blackjack's really just a game of chance, Poker is really just a game of chance and strategy, but I'm good at both. But yeah, probably a bit of a long shot there downtown. Bit of a long shot. Bit of a long shot. Can you? Oh, can you guys still smoke in casinos over there? Man, we can't smoke fucking anywhere here. You can't even fucking vape anywhere here. Like, you can't even vape anywhere. Yeah, just put in what your question is. I don't really give a fuck about the smoking, right? Like, it's funny because I haven't smoked cigarettes for a really long time. Once in a blue moon, I might have one when I'm feeling like, I just feel like, and then I regret it, right? Because I hate the flavor. I vape, right? So unless it's got the flavor, then it'll give me the nicotine hit and all that shit. But the flavor, man, just tastes like fucking horrible. But I love the smell of somebody else smoking. I still love the smell of somebody else lighting up a cigarette, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think the smoking, non-smoking sections would be my problem with coming to the US. I would dare say my criminal record is my problem. That's my problem, right? My past, my rock bottom in life. Something though about, true phoenix moments, man. Unless you've truly been burnt, like, and I mean truly fucking burnt, right? It's not really a phoenix type energy. It's more just a, transformation and healing kind of energy. There is a big difference, and I've seen the difference. Some people go through some shit and feel like, oh, I've gone through like a phoenix moment. You're like, man, you didn't even fucking come close to burning, man. Burn yourself the way I fucking burn yourself, and then talk about a phoenix moment. No, it doesn't suck to live with our mistakes, actually. It's, look, my past, my pain, all the shit that I've been through is what I've turned into my purpose and my prosperity. So, no, it doesn't suck at all, right? It's actually what's made me successful and what's bringing my financial stability in life. So, It would be a potential bad girl choice. Not sure if holding on is right. Wait. It would be a potential bad girl choice. Not sure if holding on is right. I'm going to need that as a question. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure how to read that. No, I have not seen Kangaroo Jack Nathan. I have not. Now, you know what would suck downtown is to not have had the experiences that I've had in life, to be able to help guide others, to be able to help encourage others, and, you know, give other people the confidence that, you know, you can hit the lowest of lows in your life, but if you've got resilience, strength, determination, man, you can turn your fucking life around from any point, right? That's you know, I can't sit there and say I'd ever want to give back my past in order to not have to, you know, struggle to come to the US. You get what I'm saying? Like, it would, nah. I'd still take my life 100 times over an easy visa into the States any day of the week. Right? Because this is my whole life we're talking about. Me coming to the States would be like a short experience, you know? My whole life is why I am the way that I am, you know, and I can't sit there and say that I don't appreciate every bit of it, you know. I've got to watch it. I don't know. I don't watch anything besides Star Trek. Come on, guys, you guys know this. And now I can't even watch Trek anymore because, you know, after fucking almost 10 years solid of it being on Netflix, they've taken it away from me, and I gotta wait for Darren to get it onto USB or some shit for me. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Aussies kind of feel the same way about that, really. You know? I don't know. Should you stay or should you go? Whew. I'm going to say say it like this. You already know the answer to that question. You already know the answer to that question. You already know the answer to that question. That's why you're asking it, because intuitively you already know it, right? Intuitively you already know it. Your higher self knows it. It's just you got to wait for your emotions emotionally to catch up with it, okay? Should you stay or should you go? If you even have to question it, babe, then you know what the answer is, right? The second you have to question, do I stay somewhere or do I go? The answer is go, right? The answer is go. Because at no point, if something's good, should you be questioning whether you'd want to stay. It would be a no-brainer. You would just be staying, wouldn't you? So that simple fact that you've asked is answer. It should be answer enough. And I mean that for everybody, right? You ever get to a point where you kind of go like, should I stay? Should I go? The fact that you've even gotten to the point of having to question that should speak fucking volumes to you, right? Should speak volumes. Okay? Do you stay? Do you go? I want to know. How long do you want to keep like fighting for something? Right? Fighting for something. What, until you know you've become so careless at looking at in what direction you're going that you don't see where you could slip and fall. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, what are you waiting for? Just for a little bit more to be sucked out of you? A little bit more manipulation, a bit more of like the bullshit? I don't know. What are you waiting for? A little bit, just to have your strings pulled a little bit, or what are you waiting for? And the thing is, it's not like you haven't already had conversations with somebody about it, right? So it's something that's been on your mind for a while, okay, because you've talked about it with somebody. You're like, which way do I want to go? Well, which version do you see yourself as? The version of you that sits and waits to see whether you should go? Or the version of you that's already asking, should I stay or should I go? Spirit's like, does that answer your question? Right? It's like, look at that energy. All right? Look at the energy. Doesn't look like a good reason to stay. What do you want to stay for? For tension? Right? It's like, when you put something that's not working or not what you want to rest, you know what happens then? The divine can finally shower you with all the things that you do want, right? That's what can happen. So the second that you start asking or wondering, right, is this the right relationship? Should I stay? Or any of those kind of questions, right? The second that you have a reason to question your connection, your relationship with a person, that is your indication, right? That's the first moment in which you should be able to say to yourself, okay, yeah, something's not fucking right here, huh? Because if it was right, you wouldn't question it. It feels right, it's right. You don't question anything that feels good that's right, do we? We just keep going with it. We keep rolling with it until something's not quite meshing, not quite gelling, not quite aligning, okay? So it's like, don't follow what anyone else is doing here, right? Like you gotta lead your own way, okay? It is. It's life is like a game of fucking chess, right? Life is like a bit of a game, so you gotta make sure you make your moves right, make your moves right. But your intuition's been stirring up about something there, right? Definitely, intuitively kind of picking up on something. Right? It's like you don't want to get trapped in a situation, then feel like a jester, feel like a clown, feel like a fool, right? So, but at the end of the day, you are absolutely free to make whatever decision you want, right? Your decision. But look, she's all the way up here, fucking loving life, right? And this one's just like, hey, ain't that a bitch, right? Bye, Felicia. But yeah, if there's been conflict, or there's been tension, there's been any of that, man, I'd just be like, bounce, right? Or bouncing, okay? Bouncing. Oh, dear. I know, tell me about it. Mate, I could have saved myself some prison time, fucking drug habit, tears, drama, fucking a whole lot of shit if I'd have just kept that first breakup fucking 10 years ago solid, right? If I'd have just broken up that first time 10 years ago and didn't get back together with it, break up, get engaged with it, break up, get married to it, break up, get back together, break up, then try to reconcile for the final last time for me to realize, yeah, you know what you're dealing with, right? You're dealing with this shit. So, I could have saved myself 10 years, right? A whole fucking decade of my life. A whole decade of my life. But, we live, we learn, or we live, and hopefully eventually we learn, right? Hopefully eventually. But, if I'd have just, but, I had to do it one more time, just for good measure, right? Good measure, end of 2023. And, when my intuition was like, he's fucking somebody else. He's still seeing somebody else. He's lying to me. That's when I was like, I'm fucking done, right? I'm fucking done. Because I got to the point, when you get to the point where you take accountability for your toxicity, your bullshit, the shit that you've done wrong in your relationship, you apologize for it, make an effort to, change the way that you are. And that other person is like lying to you, deceiving you, being sneaky, right? And fucking having everybody else like cover up their lies. Man, that's when you fucking know, right? You're fucking done. You can't trust a fucking person like that. Not when somebody takes your apology, your honesty, your accountability, and is still fucking lying and cheating on you, right? Like you can't do with that shit. Nah, don't be sorry. He didn't fuck. He's fucked up. That's the problem. He's fucked up. He's fucked up. And the shitty thing is that he's such a shitty human being, is that, he was in a relationship for 6 months with somebody else and reconciling his fucking marriage, given his new girlfriend fucking sloppy seconds on fucking New Year's Eve and shit. Like that's disgusting, right? So he didn't fuck up. He's a fuck up. He's fucked up. you know, because you'd have to be fucked up to take somebody's apology, accountability, right? And then put your wife that you're reconciling with in a third party with your girlfriend, right? Like, what kind of a fucking, you know what I mean? That for me was like, bitch, I draw the fucking line there, you know? And that's when I was like, you know, I'm filing for fucking divorce. I was done. I was done fucking done, all right? Done. And you know what? Ever since then, man, my life has been so different to any point in time that it ever has been. Just life's so different. You know, things that I wanted to do while I was in that relationship and couldn't achieve, man, because I was just always so drained, always trying to get the love that I needed, man. Like, you know, always just you know, fucking pouring energy into the wrong things. Now, man, as soon as I was like, I'm done and I'm filing for divorce, that's when my Oracle deck that I'd wanted to create for 5 years manifested in 3 days, man. Right? Ever since then, my finances has gotten better, my health has gotten better, my mental health is better, my relationship with my kids is better. Man, he's fucked up, but the one thing that he fucked up was pushing me to growing, right? Pushing me to elevating, pushing me to where I'm at now, and literally like kicking himself off the fucking throne, right? Like, didn't play his fucking cards right. You know? I mean, I was even at the fucking worst of times, I was still one hell of a fucking wife, right? I did everything around here. Cooked, cleaned, fucking did the lawns, right? Took the fucking bins out, handled our finances, the kids' progress, our social calendar, fucking everything. The only thing I didn't do was earn the money, right? Because I was raising our two children. And even that's not truth, right? Because I had my beauty business. I've done, you know, side hustles all the fucking time. I've always side hustled with the skills that I've had. So I've always done as much as I could on top of, you know, doing everything that a stay-at-home wife and mother should. And he's lost all that. You know what I mean? He's lost all that. So, you know, I've been able to maintain the stability of this house on my own. Unfortunately, whilst he's off his throne, just, you know, still lives with a mate. Doesn't even have his own space still yet. So, you know, but you know, he still hasn't confessed his sins though. There's been no apologies, right? Just constantly him coming up in my reads with his fucking regret energy for what he's lost, because that's it. I'm done, right? There's no part of me that finds an energy like that attractive. There's no possible way that he could ever elevate even close to where I'm at emotionally, mentally, spiritually, the way that I'm focused on what I'm trying to achieve. Like that going back to that would literally strip everything that spirit have bestowed upon me away, right? So spirit couldn't give me so much shit, right? Like it would be literally the end of everything that spirit has given me, because unfortunately when you're with somebody that doesn't want to level up, doesn't want to elevate, doesn't want to heal, and constantly has excuses for shit, right? Well, spirit can't give me my abundance, my spiritual blessings, because what's going to happen? He's going to get it, and spirit can't give me that. So that's where it was like, as soon as I made that decision that I'm getting this divorce, bang, the channel, the deck was like, I got the channel download about the deck, what I was creating, what it was going to be about, and went through it like that. So, oh, dude, no, I'm sorry, but as somebody who used to, I was a full-blown fucking meth addict, dude. No, man, you can't be in a situation like that, right? You can't. I mean, even when it was before that, because my drug use was, you know, a small period of time, it wasn't like a long period. So for some people, when it's been like over their whole lifetime, it is fucking hard, right? But like, you know, I was with somebody that was a fucking sloth fucking stoner, right? That was so unmotivated, so lazy, so fucking slow, right? And he's already a fucking Taurus, right? He's already slow as it is. But add fucking, you know, copious amounts of fucking cannabis with somebody who's using it to escape their emotions, their reality, and to numb out fucking pain, man. And like, you fucking never get anything done, right? And like that impacts you, right? Like it does, it impacts you. So you can't. When somebody is on a level like that, you just can't, right? It's not in alignment, you know? So, you know, like at the end of the day, that person doesn't love you because they don't love themselves. A person like that who doesn't know how to truly love, honor themselves, honor their emotions, right? And just be okay with who they are, doesn't know how to appreciate, love, and accept you for who you are, right? It comes with conditions because her day is all about, conditioning things and changing the conditions of the emotions and shit like that. It's not, and man, fuck, it's worse when both people are on it, man. You should have seen what my fucking marriage was like when we were both on it, man. It was fuck. It turned to DV. It turned to all sorts of fucking nightmares, right? It's, it just can't work like that. And that's the thing. Actions will speak louder than words. Just so you know, they speak louder than words. So people can say shit. People can make promises and say all such grandiose shit to you, right? But that doesn't make it so, right? The action is what makes it so. And that's all you need to really base your decision on, right? Is not what's been said or whatever. What's being done. What's actually happening, what's physically taking place. That's the truth. That's what's really happening. So yeah, don't be sorry to air your shit, man. Like shit. I don't know, is this your first time? It's not your first time here. I don't know how long you've been here for, but this is what this channel's about. This channel's about, talking about these things, healing these things, getting better perspectives, so that, we don't get caught up with the wrong fucking shit, man, right? This is what this channel's all about. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, look, Laughlin, it's not that they're not capable. It's not that they're not capable of having genuine feelings. Generally, people like that, like actually quite like the more positive emotions, right? But probably because they're so overburdened and overwhelmed with negative emotions, right? And that's why they need to numb, right? So, they'd be happy to feel happiness and all the good stuff, but it's the bad stuff, right? It's when somebody can't deal with the bad emotions, again, like over the past, just over 2 years now, 2 and a bit years, right? Like I've had to really fucking dive into it. Like I've had to dive into a lot of different healing modalities, do a lot of reading, do a lot of like activities and practice certain skills in order to, not allow those emotions, right? And I mean, look, I haven't had like a lot of bullshit kind of come up, ever since I got out of prison, which has been good. I've had a little bit, right? Obviously, yeah, trying to reconcile with my husband while he's fucking got a girlfriend. Yeah, that was, but it didn't fucking rock me, man. It's almost like intuitively, like it's like my higher self knew exactly what was going to play out, right? It's like it knew. It's like my higher self was going through this process literally just to make a point. Because when someone's telling you, oh, well, I just don't know if I can trust you. Well, because you're a cheating, lying motherfucker and you can't trust yourself. That's why you can't trust other people. It was like that was just happening literally just to expose that, right? Just so that spirit could be like, right, to call him out, right? Literally that, just for that. So emotional, I might get in my feels over things for like a day now, right? By the next day I'm like working out, okay, how do I navigate through it? What tool, what modality, what skill do I have that I've learned over the past 2 years that I can apply to where I'm at right now to balance myself back out? All right, so I mean, those of you guys that are close that know me know, like, I might have a day or two where I'm like, meh, meh, but after that, that's it. Whereas in the past, man, fuck, like everything was a disaster. Everything was a catastrophe. I never used to say I'm good. It was always not bad, right? Not bad. Not, I'm good, right? Just, I'm not bad, right? You're like, I'm not dead and dying. I'm not bad. Like, it was just, yeah, very, very different, right? Very different. But, once you've gone through, again, finding different tools, different ways to work through these things, heal these things, then it doesn't. You don't sit in those shitty emotions like that, right? You don't sit in them. You have them, and you'll allow yourself to feel them, to process them, but you'll process them. You won't sit in them forever, and then they'll pass. Right? Like shit now fucks me off for a day or two. And then I'm like, whatever, man. I don't even have time to fucking worry about shit like that when I'm so busy connecting with so many beautiful people. I've got so many projects I'm creating. I've got so much work that's going on. I've got my kids. I've got the household. Like, I've got so much fucking going on. I don't even have time really to sit and fucking think about people that want to try to cause me injury and harm and, all that shit. That doesn't mean I don't recognize it or notice it when people fucking do it. Right? And when people try to get a fucking rise out of me by, being sneaky and deceptive and going behind my back with certain shit. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what, fucking whatever, man. Like, at the end of the day, I got bigger fish to fucking fry out here than the fucking games that people want to play with my emotions, right? And so as soon as I don't like the emotions or something, that's it. Like, if there's situations where I remove myself or remove people out of my lives, that's it, done, dusted, right? We don't, we deal with things differently, Yeah, words mean nothing. I mean, like, fucking, 11 years of fucking empty promises, man. Empty promises. Always with the, I'll do better for 3 weeks, but then, no consistency, right? That's when you know as well that you can't trust a person, right? Consistency. Consistent behavior builds trust, right? So when someone consistently shows you good behavior or bad behavior, believe that, right? Believe that. Believe what they are consistent in. If they're consistent at not being consistent, then that's what you need to believe. Not that they're going to actually try and do better or like, nah, I do have a huge heart, but you get on my fucking wrong side, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm not somebody you want to. I'm not somebody you want to fucking be on my bad side with, because I can get really fucking spiteful. I can get really fucking revengeful. I can really fuck people up sometimes, right? And I don't like to. And it takes a lot for me to get that way, but I do have a huge heart. I just know now who to and who not to open it up to these days, right? So I am selective. If you are a part of my inner circle, I'm telling you, you should consider yourself special, because when you cut off fucking a friend, your best friend of 26 years, man, because of, energy is not aligning and, she's got her own issues and habits and things that are just, aren't a part of my realm anymore. And I had to make that decision to end that. I mean, I don't hate her. I don't have any ill feelings towards her. I still fucking love her. I just can't, right? I just can't. There's certain people that I just can't, right? And so I've had to just go, I can't deal with you. You can't be a part of my life, and I'm sorry. It's not anything. It's just, I can't, I don't, but you want to come for me, say some shit and fuck with me? Oh, man. Whew. Oh boy. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a fucking Leo, right? I'm a fire sign. I'm a fucking lioness. And we're not always pairing big cats, right? You walk into the fucking lion's den with some bullshit, I will fucking rip your head off, man. I will. I don't like it. I actually don't like confrontation. I prefer to avoid it. But, I mean, shit, you guys have seen some shit go down, in the not so recent past, right? That, man, that was fucking mild. I could have gone to town on that fucking energy, right? Could have gone to town on that. But at the end of the day, I had bigger fish to fry, bigger things, better things to focus on that, were making me more successful, making me more stable, right? So it wasn't worth it, right? It wasn't worth it. That thing will just flog itself anyway, right? Like that thing doesn't know how to not fuck itself over anyway. So, I didn't need to. It already fucked itself up. And the thing is, I'm not unforgiving, right? I'm not unforgiving when people like genuinely make mistakes, right? People genuinely make mistakes, but when you go out of your way, or when I've set the boundaries, the limitations, or what I will and won't accept, and somebody crosses that boundary, that's it. You only get one chance to cross my boundaries these days. After that, you're done. It's not me being unforgiving. It's me upholding my fucking boundaries. And the second I don't is the second I become past me, right? And so we're not past me. So it's been brought to me like that in the recent here, where someone is, apparently I'm unforgiving. No, I don't allow people to cross my fucking boundaries, right? Not even once. Because if I let you do it once, you'll probably do it twice. And if you do it twice, then I'm going to have to fuck you up, right? So I can't let anybody do it fucking twice, can I? Because then I'm going to have to fuck you up. You do live and you learn. You do. Well, at least you hope anyway. Not everybody learns, unfortunately. Some people prefer to just stay stuck in their fucking ignorance, pretending like, like they get it or they're getting somewhere. It's like, where are you getting, right? The only thing you're getting is another layer to the fucking mask to the front that you're putting on, right? Again, you guys know me. I'll show up in whatever energy I'm on, right? I show up in whatever energy I'm in, whatever mood I'm in. If it's a silly mood, if it's an aggro mood, it's an aggro mood. We don't pretend up in here, man. That's the thing, right? Yeah, and that's the thing, Ted, right? It's like, yeah, you've got to, right? When you're going through those changes, like, think about it like this, man. If you want to be, all right, we'll say like this. Do millionaires hang out with homeless people? Unless they're like doing charity, right? But do millionaires like hang out with and socialize with and, become friends with people that haven't made it? Fuck no, right? Fuck no. We are what we surround ourselves in, just like we are what we eat, right? We are what we surround ourselves with. So if we surround ourselves with fuckwits, we're going to become a fuckwit, right? We surround ourselves with people that are motivated, driven, successful, all that shit. It motivates us to want to achieve as well. So, yeah, Oh, dude, man. I just love when people try to do some messed up shit to me and it fucking backfires. And I'm just like, so how did that work out for you? How did that go for you, right? %, Nathan. That's it, right? Like, that's exactly everything that I've been through has made me who I am today, right? It's as well, like, the things that I'm able to teach and explain to my children, the lessons and the wisdom that I can pass on to, my kids, right, from what I've learned. Hopefully, it's something that they absorb and remember and, can navigate around if they ever face similar situations. Ted, I can't resonate with that. I don't have any other than my children and my ex-husband due to co-parenting. I've got no contact with any family members. I don't do that whole obligation thing, with people that don't like me or people that want me to be somebody that I'm not, just so that when I am that person, they're still not satisfied, right? We don't do that. We don't jump through hoops that never have like well done at the end of it. Thank you for satisfying our hoop jumping requirements, right? So I just don't bother. Like, I don't bother. And to be honest, man, like, do I want to surround myself with people that I don't respect, or people that are going nowhere, or people that have bad values, no morals, no direction, right? That have gambling. Like my father was a gambling addict for fucking like 25 years. My brother was a drug addict first, and then now he's an alcoholic, right? Functioning alcoholic. Like, it's like, the pot calling the kettle black kind of vibes. So it's like, do I want to be around people that are fuck ups, that want to claim I'm a fuck up, right? While I'm elevating? Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'll stick to myself, right? I'll stick to myself. Well, no, you're uniquely you. Why not? You are you without the impact of other people's energy around you, right? Except for all these fuckers in the chat when you come in here and hang out with these clowns. I'm joking. You're not clowns. I love you guys. But yeah, it's like, it's just, you get to a point where it's when you've got so much that you're working on, building, growing, right? Again, because, for me, it's not just the healing from the relationship thing. Wasn't just the drug shit. It wasn't just, the prison stuff. It was, years of childhood trauma. It was my lack of self-confidence to be able to do what I'm doing right now, or to, take the leap of faith on my ideas and my dreams and my goals. When you start doing all of that simultaneously, I'm telling you, I don't get a lot of free time to just sit and do fuck all without either being on my phone in a conversation to somebody, typing, texting something, doing, like, I'm always busy, right? I'm always busy. I have to make time to do fuck all and to chill the fuck out. Otherwise, I'd end up burnt out, right? So when you've got so much like that going on, you don't really have time to, sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck, it's been like 4 or 5 days since I've seen another human being, like, in the actual flesh, right? And so I'll have to, like, call and be like, hey, come over. Like, I need the diversion. So, when you've got shit like that to focus on, man, you're not focused on all that other shit. You're too busy for it anyway. Man, look, whether people in the family want to fucking recognize it or not, and I don't really give a fuck, right? At the end of the day, Spirit's blessed me with a fucking gift that no one else in my family seems to fucking have, right? They blessed me with the gift of, and I love this, right? Day and night, right? This is me, right? Cancer Leo energy over here. But, like, they've blessed me with gifts that, my dad doesn't have, my brother doesn't have, right? My ex doesn't fucking have. Nobody else in my family seems to have the gifts the way that I do, right? So I get my validation, man, from Spirit, right? But little do they know, right? Little do they know. And the only people that are going to be grateful for that are the generations to come after, my kids, their kids, so forth, right? But anyone before me, why would they give a fuck, right? Why would they care? Why would they care except for to pass judgment, right? To pass judgment. Thanks, Ted. Oh, I'm like, my parents were born in Greece, so I'm first-gen Aussie, Greek background. So yeah, we get a bit loud when we speak, very hand gestural. And that's the thing, right? It's always so funny, right? Like, my kids are fucking amazing, right? My kids are absolutely amazing. The way that I talk to my kids, explain things to my kids, the way that I've raised them. I mean, look at the difference, right? Look at how fucked up I turned out. My parents raised me. My kids are so fucking different. My kids are so fucking well behaved, so polite, intelligent, right? Like, they're fucking amazing kids. Nothing like I was. And that's the difference, the way that I've raised my kids, the way that I've been a mother to my kids, as opposed to how I was parented, right? But I'm the reason for why I'm fucked up, not the way that I was parented. But yet my children just magically turned out to be like how they are. They're shaping themselves at 6 and 7, right? Got nothing to do with me, right? So it just goes to it's kind of a little bit like illogical. Like, how can somebody so fucked up, right, by their own fucking accord, have such good children and have raised such good children with such good values and good morals, right? Like, my son is so empathetic and nurturing, and, like, my kids are fucking wholesome, man. They're fucking wholesome kids. And for the shit that they've seen, like, being in a split household, all that shit, man, my kids are fucking more solid than most kids who come from 2-parent fucking homes, right? That everything looks fucking normal on the surface. And I mean, like, my kids had to experience, like, mummy being fucking locked up for a period of time and coming to visit mummy in fucking prison and shit. Like, my kids have seen some shit, right? Like, they've seen, like, physical fucking shit happen here. And, they are fucking wholesome because of the way that I explain things to them, the way that we talk about things, right? If I'm in a shitty mood and my kids are just being kids, right? Being a little bit loud, and I'm, stressed out, and I get snappy at my kids, like, I always fucking stop myself and I go, hey, you know what? I'm really sorry. It's not you guys. Mum's just a little bit stressed out right now, right? It's got nothing to do with you guys, right? And always reassure them that they're not bad kids, right? I mean, shit. You think I ever got reassured as a fucking kid by my parents when they were stressed out that it wasn't my fault? Nah, I copped the fucking wooden spoon, the fucking stick, and all sorts, right? Left to self-soothe as a fucking child. But my parents raised me right? But I'm so fucked up. But I mustn't have raised my kids. Somebody else must have, because, they've turned out so well. It's just, yeah, it's just funny, right? It's just funny. But no, my kids have definitely got a very, very bright future ahead of them, right? I do. I get excited for the potential, the opportunities that will come up for my kids. You know, just me being able to, you know, nurture them and support them in their goals, their dreams, their interests, right? Like things that they want to do, not me supporting things because of my expectations of them. You know, so yep, it's that's exactly what cycle breakers are, babes, right? You know, and somebody's got to do it, you know, somebody has to do it. Oh, 100%. I mean, me and the kids are good now, right? We spend a lot of time, you know, having like deep and meaningful conversations about things, life, like especially my son, my 7-year-old, he's very, very, very intuitive. I've known since he was like 18 months old that he was going to be gifted. Oh, hello, little kitten. Love you, baby. I've known, yeah, since he was little that he was going to be very, very gifted, like psychically gifted. And he's already very empathetic, like he's an empath already, like he feels, like he knows straight away, even just by the tone of like voice when something's not right with somebody, very, very perceptive about things. And I love that, right? He's got such a beautiful, beautiful heart. My daughter, she's very, very driven, focused, motivated, like she's determined. She knows what she wants and she goes for it. And I love that, you know? So I'm just here to nurture their goals and dreams, right? I'm not here to turn them into, and I mean, that's the difference, right, between my parents and me. I'm doing exactly what I've always wanted to do with my life, right? So I'm living the dream. I'm living my dreams right now. So it's easy for me to then be a kind of parent that supports my kids living their dreams because I'm doing it, right? I'm already doing it. So of course they're going to be supported in doing it for themselves, right? It's not like the generation, well, it's like, you know, they just do what they have to, right? Like they just did what they had to in the past. So, you know, no one's out there living their fucking dreams. I don't think my dad, you know, in his mid-70s thought he'd still have to work fucking full time, right? Like, I don't think that was the fucking dream, slogging it out, getting all dirty and shit, dealing with fucking plumbing and all sorts of crap, right? Like, that's, I mean, if that was the dream, well done, fucking old man. You made it. You get what I'm saying? But, like, literally, I'm 40 years old and I've stepped into what I've wanted to do for the better part of the last 15 years. You know, and I've only just gotten started, you know, so it's, I've already made it beyond where the generation before me did, you know, but haters will still hate, right? They'll hate what they ain't, they hate what they can't understand. But that's what happens when you refuse to acknowledge a person and witness the changes, right? When you decide to stay in the past and hold someone to the past, well, that's where you're all stuck, right? So, but don't change spirit's perception of the situation. Doesn't change, again, spirit validate me enough with the abundance, the blessings, the success, the support, the ideas, right? To let me know that I'm on the right path, right? I'm not out here fucking slogging it out, working and slaving my fucking ass off just to fucking make ends meet, right? Work a whole fucking life, right? Only to lose everything to still be working in your mid-70s, right, and fucking renting. Like, talk about a fucking backward step in life, man. So, you know, and that's why, like, when it comes to, especially my sperm donor having any kind of fucking judgments, right, on who, what, when, where I am, man, dude, I'm fucking succeeding more than you are, right? I fucking beat you, right? I already beat you. So it's irrelevant. Would it be nice? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But at the end of the day, right, this is why we create our own families, our own soul family, okay? It's like when people choose to love you, that's deep, that's powerful, right? When people are obligated to, well, they half-ass it really, don't they? For a lot of us, you know, a lot of us have experienced that kind of thing with family where it's, you know, it's just obligation, you know, we just play nice, right? That's it. I'm not a fucking we're not bus tickets out here, right? I mean, shit, I'm a Leo. I've got a big enough ego. I'll validate myself any day of the week anyway. Jesus loves me. All right. Sweet. Jesus, derivative of the Greek word Zeus. I don't know who you guys are worshiping out there, right? But I got a bit of a thing, right? You're gonna bring, if you want to bring your religion into it, can we please use Hebrew? Pretty please, with sugar on top. Like to get proper in here, right? Let's get proper. Let's not call him Jesus. Jesus is not his real name. Jesus is Zeus, the Greek god, right? The god of the gods of Olympus, you know? Like, where's he at? Where you at, Zeus? Where you at, homie? But, I was gonna tell, love and light to everybody. Now, man, that ain't the truth, man. I don't send love and light to fucking everybody, right? Some people I just send nothing to, right? Absolutely fuck all. I just send them nothing, except for firm warnings about not fucking crossing my boundaries or crossing the fucking line. Because, yeah, we're in the era of fuck around, find out, man. I got shit that I've built now that I need to protect. And so I can't afford for be letting people cross those boundaries, right? You're crushing on money this year? Man, money ain't everything either, DR, right? Can't take that shit with you when you go. That shit don't spoon you at fucking night, tell you that it's proud of you, right? Money, I mean, yeah, pays the bills, right? Keeps a roof over your head, but at the end of the day, right, man, nobody really wants to eat a fucking steak alone, right? Do they? Nobody wants to sit at that table and fucking eat steak alone. We all want somebody there to fucking enjoy it with us, right? Otherwise, what's the fucking point? What is the point? Oh, I mean, you can. You can. I can't guarantee that I'll read it. Can't guarantee. That's it. Love is what's important, and that's and that's what for me. Why again, this space is so important to me, and that I maintain it for not just for me, for all of us. Right? It's important that I maintain this space. I know that this channel, on some days is. What keeps some of you guys sane, right? It's what keeps some of you guys feeling connected, not feeling so isolated and alone. It's a place where some of you guys come to feel understood, feel seen, feel heard, right? And so I understand the value of it. And that's why no matter how big she gets, right, I will still always, make time for this space, even if it's not as much as I always have. Because obviously, again, I give a lot of in the past I've given a lot of time to this channel with not a lot coming back to me, and at the end of the day, bills got to get paid, right? Shit's got to get happening. Yeah, Shauna, how are you, beautiful? We're getting to the about to the end of this stream. Usually I'm pretty scheduled, right? I usually start leaving the house about an hour ago to go get my grocery shopping done and do all that, right? Getting my Cappy energy, right? Discipline, structure, right? Routine, all that good shit. Got to get up and leave in 8 hours. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if my voice would be a good thing to fall asleep to or wake up to. Like, I feel like you'd have to be in the right mood for it. But look, when I wake up in the morning, every day, and I get excited about all of this. I get excited about what's next to work on, accomplishing the next task, building the next project, finishing off. I can't remember a time in my life where I ever woke up feeling like that. In fact, I clearly remember for the last 3 years of my marriage waking up wishing I hadn't, really wishing I fucking hadn't. But man, it's hard to imagine that was ever life, because it's like, yeah, life right now, man. Let's not say it's perfect, right? It has its challenges. Of course it has its challenges, but my perception, my mindset and how I see these challenges, whole different kettle of fish now, I take it on board as something to get excited about, something to look forward to, right? Because I know that anytime a challenge presents that I can navigate through, man, I've just gained myself a fucking skill for life, haven't I? Okay, well, that's interesting. I mean, because the combination of the universe, spirit, my guides, my ancestors, um, I mean, we're born, reborn every day, right? You have a death every night when you go to sleep. I mean, why do you think they call it good morning, right? Because you're mourning from the death of yesterday. But shit, yep. Um, truth bearer. I was about to say truth bearer. You know, whatever. Whatever makes you feel at peace. You know, like whatever your beliefs are. Personally, I work with all of it, right? I work with all of it. I work with laws of the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, right? My ancestors, angels, some cheeky other masters up there. Bye, Sam. Take care. It's good to see you. It was good to see you. Well, not that I can see you, but it was good to have you in here again. But yeah, I guess everyone goes through their awakening process differently, right? Everybody goes through it differently. I think the key thing is that people go through it, you know, and get to the other side of it. I mean, me personally, I got 3,000 years of like wisdom like dumped into my head in like an instant one day, which was, phew. From one moment to the next, I was like, man, even the energy in my voice had changed, and people could notice it. But it certainly didn't, you know, completely like freaking rebirth me with everything brand new. I just still work through things, right? You work with dragons? Nice. 1:11 on my clock. And on that note, being that it is a 111 energy day today, where I'm at, January the 10th, 2026, right? 111. Let's leave it on that note, my beautifuls. I'm going to get out of here, go do my shopping, go get this cat some kitten milk and some kitten biscuits and let him have a little feed. Get back home, do my dinner, and await my little babies to come home. They get back tonight, so might do a movie night and snuggle and squish on the couch together and have myself a early night because I need it. I've been working really hard on all the website stuff, which yeah, hopefully a couple of more days and we should have it almost perfected. So but I just want to say, guys, I fucking love you guys, adore you guys. You know, again, you know, not just thank me, thank you guys for, you know, co-creating this channel with me, right? We're co-creating this space together. And I'm very, very grateful for all of you guys, right? So you guys over on the other side of the world, go get yourself some rest, go unwind, do what you got to do. My side of the world, as usual, sorry, I just, you know, we just had the final order of business. We just have to conclude with that final order of business. Man, you guys know how I am, right? I don't care what your beliefs are, right? But we're about spirituality, not religion here. Okay, we don't do any of that jazz, right? We don't do any of that jazz. Everybody is entitled to believe what they want to believe, but we don't we're not subscribing to messages like that in the chats. Wish you all the best, truth bearer, but probably not the chat for you. I'm probably not the the channel for you. Just to answer, when did I get the gift? I was born with gifts, so I've had gifts from as young as I can remember. So I've and they've increased over the years. Sometimes they've been blocked, and then they switched on, and now we can't switch them off. But anyway, my beautifuls, I love you guys so much. I'm probably am going to do a Leo live stream tomorrow, being that again, Leos are the guts of my channel, right? And me being a Leo, we'll go through a few different areas for you, Leo, and then we will probably run another little live stream like this after. So if you guys keep your eyes open, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live, and I look forward to chatting with you guys next time. But until then, I love you guys so much, and take care of yourselves. Mwah. Bye.